I took the long way home tonight to miss the interstate, but ended up on Cherry Street, right outside our favorite place. The neon sign is flickering, casting shadows on the glass where we used to argue, laughing, watching all the people pass. Now I'm staring at the pavement like it holds some kind of clue, in a town that used to be ours, but now just taste of you. I can't even run my errands, can't even buy some bread without a memory parade marching inside my head. The GPS is quiet, but the dashboard light is clear, warning me of hazards that I built when you were here. Every intersection is a monument to us. Every red light is a reminder of the things we couldn't trust. I'm driving through a city where the landmarks start to bleed into a map of all the promises we didn't live to need. Yeah, I'm lost in my own neighborhood, trying not to choke on the highway of our history, on the map of where we broke. There's a park bench by the river where we sat and watched the rain. You said you love the smell of lightning, now I only feel the pain. And the gas station on 4th Street where we bought those cheap bouquets when we were young and broken, happy, living in a golden haze. Now I look at that exact same curve and all I see is gray, a graveyard of the happy times we slowly threw away. I can't even run my errands, can't even buy some bread without a memory parade marching inside my head. The GPS is quiet, but the dashboard light is clear, warning me of hazards that I built when you were here. Every intersection is a monument to us. Every red light is a reminder of the things we couldn't trust. I'm driving through a city where the landmarks start to bleed into a map of all the promises we didn't live to need. Yeah, I'm lost in my own neighborhood, trying not to choke on the highway of our history, on the map of where we broke. I need to buy a brand new car, I need a brand new brain, I need to move to somewhere where it never ever rains, because every single turn I take is haunted by your ghost. And the places where we love the best now hurt me the most. There's no detour around the grief, no shortcut to the end, just 1,000 different memories of my very best friend. history on the map of where we go. Turn left on Fifth, and there's the library where we met. Turn right on Grand, and there's the restaurant where we said goodbye. I'm just driving in circles in a city full of ghosts. I don't know how to get home. I don't know the way anymore. Packed my life in cardboard, drove across the state line, changed my number, changed my hair, left the past behind. I thought a new apartment with a view of the street would finally give my tired heart a chance to find its feet. I threw away the sweater that you bought me in the fall, and swore I wouldn't cry staring at an empty wall. I unlocked the door, breathed in the fresh paint, told myself I'm finally free of the restraint. But as I opened up the very first box, I saw the watch you gave me with the broken ticking clocks. And I found 1,000 miles, couldn't outrun your ghost. I'm just bleeding out on an unfamiliar coast. I changed the scenery, I changed my whole view, but the mirror still shows me the wreckage of you. You can't drive away the body, you can't lock away the mind, but the heart drags the baggage you try to leave behind. The coffee shop on the corner doesn't know my name yet. I sit by the window, practicing how to forget. I ordered green tea instead of the black coffee we'd share. But I look across the table, and I swear that you're there, in the tilt of a stranger's head, in a passing car's gleam. I am wide awake, but trapped inside the same old dream. I walk the strange streets under a strange moon, tell myself that I am gonna be better soon. But every sudden laugh sounds a little like yours, opening the wounds I thought were safely behind doors. And I found 1,000 miles, couldn't outrun your ghost. I'm just bleeding out on an unfamiliar coast. I changed the scenery, I changed my whole view, but the mirror still shows me the wreckage of you. You can't drive away the body, you can't lock away the mind, but the heart drags the baggage you tried to leave behind. What is the point of a brand new start if I'm using the same old shattered heart? I can't outdrive the memory, I can't outrun the pain. I moved across the country just to cry in different rain. Yeah, the sky is clear, but I'm behind, just crying in different rain, 1,000 miles away, and I still miss you. I'm in a brand new city, but I'm still trapped in the room with you. I can't escape. I can't escape. We had the guest list written on a napkin. We had the apartment with the drafty floor. We talked about the kids we'd raise together and the wreath we'd hang upon the wooden door. We were so close I could almost taste the future, a beautiful picture that was nearly ours. Nearly doesn't keep the cold wind out, and almost doesn't stop the falling rain. We built a bridge across a sea of doubt, just to watch it snap under the strain. We were an almost that didn't make it through, a beautiful someday that never came true. We had our hands on the crown, holding the key, but almost is the saddest word in the dictionary. So close to forever, so close to the spark, but we fell just a single step short of the ark. And now I'm left with the what could have been, happen again. I found the blueprint for the garden we wanted tucked in a drawer beneath the unpaid bills. We were gonna plant roses by the wooden fence and watch the sunset over the distant hills. Now someone else is gonna buy that plot of land and build the life we had so carefully planned. But nearly doesn't keep the cold wind out, and almost doesn't stop the falling rain. We built a bridge across a sea of doubt, just to watch it snap under the strain. We were an almost that didn't make it through, a beautiful someday that never came true. We had our hands on the crown, holding the key, but almost is the saddest word in the dictionary. So close to forever, so close to the spark, but we fell just a single step short of the ark. And now I'm left with the what could have been, fast, because we had the target right in our sights. We had the promise we swore would last. We were 99% of the way to the light before we slipped back into the night. Why did we stop? Why did we let go? That's the one thing I'll never know. There's a pile for you and a pile for me, dividing up our lives on the living room floor. You can take the records, I'll take the TV, but who gets the stray dog we found by the door? We speak in soft whispers, so careful and polite, trying not to spark up one final fight. And the walls are stripped bare of the pictures we hung, just faded white squares where our memories clung. I'm taping up boxes with trembling hands, watching the hourglass run out of sand. How do you pack up a half of a soul? How do you split a heart that used to be whole? Just fold up the blankets and tape up the past. I guess I always knew we were too bright to last. Now all of our forevers and all of our tears are sitting in cardboard, dividing the years. I found that old Polaroid from our trip to the coast, tucked in a novel you swore you would read. You look so radiant, holding me close, before I became just a wound you let bleed. I slide the photo in your pile without saying a word, swallowing a scream that will never be heard. And the walls are stripped bare of the pictures we hung, just faded white squares where our memories clung. I'm taping up boxes with trembling hands, watching the hourglass run out of sand. How do you pack up a half of a soul? How do you split a heart that used to be whole? Just fold up the blankets and tape up the past. I guess I always knew we were too bright to last. Now all of our forevers and all of our tears are sitting in cardboard, dividing the years. The truck's in the driveway, the engine is on. In 5 more minutes you're officially gone. I hand you the spare key, our fingers gently brush, and the silence between us is a deafening rush. You whisper, I'm sorry, but don't meet my eye. The cruelest 2 words in a final goodbye. Tape up the past. I guess I always knew we were too bright to last. Now all of our forevers and all of our tears are sitting in cardboard, dividing the years. glass box, and then you're out the door. The room is so empty now. We don't live here anymore, and I don't live in your heart anymore. I'm sitting in the waiting room, clipboard in my lap, just filling out the standard form, trying to bridge the gap. Name, address, insurance code, the usual routine, until I reach the bottom line, where a shadow slips between. In case of emergency, relationship and phone, and my pen just hovers over it, suddenly alone. For 5 long years your name was written there in ink, the only safety net I had when I was on the brink. But now the white page stares at me, demanding a new name, and nothing else I write down is ever gonna feel the same. But you're no longer my emergency contact. We tore up the treaty, we broke the silent pact. If my car spins off the highway, if I'm gasping on the floor, the sirens won't be calling at your front door. I have to find a stranger or a friend who doesn't know how to piece me back together when the lights get low. Yeah, the hardest part of letting go is signing on the line that you aren't responsible for keeping me alive. I remember when we set it up, sitting on the couch, adding nice beside your name. A promise we would vouch. You laughed and said, if you get bit by a zombie or a snake, I'll be the one who saves you, whatever it may take. Now I'm looking at my phone screen, clicking on the tab and deleting the emergency, with a cold and quiet stare. For 5 long years your name was written there in ink, the only safety net I had when I was on the brink. But now the white page stares at me, demanding a new name, and nothing else I write down is ever gonna feel the same. But you're no longer my emergency contact. We tore up the treaty, we broke the silent pact. If my car spins off the highway, if I'm gasping on the floor, the sirens won't be calling at your front door. I have to find a stranger or a friend who doesn't know how to piece me back together when the lights get low. Yeah, the hardest part of letting go is signing on the line that you aren't responsible for keeping me alive. Who gets the call if I lose my mind? Who knows my blood type or the fears I leave behind? Who knows that I'm allergic to the sulfur in the pills? Who's gonna hold my shaking hand when I get the winter chills? I am legally alone now, unprotected in the dark, a fragile piece of glass without a warning mark. Because you're no longer my emergency contact. We tore up the treaty, we broke the silent pact. If my car spins off the highway, if I'm gasping on the floor, leave the relation blank. Just write down my mother's name, but she lives 3 states away. If I fall today, if I break, you won't be the one they call. You won't even know at all. No more emergencies, no more us. Us. We're sitting on the same couch, miles apart. The TV is glowing, playing a movie we've seen before. I can hear the quiet ticking of the clock and the heavy hollow silence stretching across the floor. You're looking at your phone, but you're looking right through me, a ghost of the person you used to be. I try to reach out to find your hand, but you pull away like I'm made of sand. The hardest part of a breaking heart is feeling it shatter before the ending starts. I'm watching you leave, though you haven't moved at all. I'm watching our beautiful kingdom begin to fall. The light in your eyes went out like a dying spark. Now I'm just a stranger fumbling in the dark. There's nothing more tragic, no crueler crime than watching you fade in real time. I remember the summer we painted the hall. You laughed till you cried when I spilled the blue. Now the color is chipping, the pictures are packed, and I don't know the stranger I'm talking to. You say that you're tired, you say it's just stress, but I know the look of an empty chest. I try to reach out to find your hand, but you pull away like I'm made of sand. The hardest part of a breaking heart is feeling it shatter before the ending starts. I'm watching you leave, though you haven't moved at all. I'm watching our beautiful kingdom begin to fall. The light in your eyes went out like a dying spark. Now I'm just a stranger fumbling in the dark. There's nothing more tragic, no crueler crime than watching you fade in real time. I wanna scream, I wanna start a fight, I wanna shake you and beg you to make it right, to bring back the promise, the forever you swore. But you can't force a heart that just doesn't beat anymore. No, you can't start a fire when the matches are gone, and I can't keep pretending that we're holding on. I'm watching you leave, though you haven't moved at all. I'm watching our beautiful kingdom begin to fall. The light in your eyes went out like a dying spark. Now I'm just a stranger fumbling in the dark. There's nothing more tragic, no crueler crime than watching you fade in real time. In real time, you're fading away right in front of me, sitting on the couch, miles apart. I'm losing you. I saw a post from your friend on my feed today. You were smiling at some backyard barbecue. It's so strange to see you in the present tense, when my world ended the day I lost you. You're wearing a shirt I've never seen before, living a life behind a brand new door. There's no black dress, no flowers in a row, no quiet graveyard where the weeping willows grow. But the loss is just as heavy, the dark is just as deep, and I'm crying for a ghost who doesn't sleep. How do I grieve a living person? How do I mourn someone who's still breathing? You're out there walking under the very same sun, while I'm buried under everything you've done. There's no funeral to help me say goodbye, just a quiet, ongoing, never-ending lie, that you're gone, but you're still alive. I wonder if you still drink your tea at night, or if you changed that habit when you changed your mind. Do you still get scared when the thunder starts to roll, or did you leave that fear in my shattered soul? It's a haunting kind of science, a twisted state of mind, to know you're in the world but impossible to find. There's no black dress, no flowers in a row, no quiet graveyard where the weeping willows grow. But the loss is just as heavy, the dark is just as deep, and I'm crying for a ghost who doesn't sleep. How do I grieve a living person? How do I mourn someone who's still breathing? You're out there walking under the very same sun, while I'm buried under everything you've done. There's no funeral to help me say goodbye, just a quiet, ongoing, never-ending lie, that you're gone, but you're still alive. If you had died, the world would let me cry. They'd bring me casseroles and look me in the eye. They'd say, I'm sorry for your loss, it takes some time, but because you chose to leave, the shame is only mine. So I sit with this funeral inside my chest, wishing you the absolute best, while I choke on the worst. How do I grieve a living person? quiet, ongoing, never-ending light. That you're gone, but you're still alive, still walking somewhere out there. You're laughing, and I'm still here, holding awake for a heart that's still beating, grieving you while you live. The coffee's cold on the kitchen counter. 2 mugs sitting out, but one is just for show. I hear your footsteps in the silent hours, but it's just the old house creaking, letting go. It's been 3 weeks, or maybe it's a lifetime, since you packed your bags and left the keys behind. And I try to breathe, I try to face the morning, but the sun just feels like salt inside the wound. I reach out in the dark, but there's no warning. When the emptiness reminds me I've lost you. How do you unlove a heart that you've memorized? How do you unsee the future in someone's eyes? They say that time will heal, that the tears will gently dry, but I'm still bleeding out from our last goodbye. I'm just a ghost haunting the life we used to know, because my shattered heart forgot how to let you go. I drove past the diner where we had our first date. Couldn't look away, couldn't stop the car. I wonder if you're laughing with somebody new now, while I'm picking up the pieces of a falling star. Your favorite sweater's still hanging in the closet. It still smells like vanilla and the promises you broke. And I try to sleep, I try to close my eyes now, but the dark just paints a picture of your face. Inside this cold and hollow place. How do you unlove a heart that you've memorized? How do you unsee the future in someone's eyes? They say that time will heal, that the tears will gently dry, but I'm still bleeding out from how to let you go. And the hardest part isn't the fact that you're gone, it's that my stupid stubborn heart keeps holding on. I dial your number just to hear it ring. Hang up before you answer, 'cause I wouldn't know what to say except please come back, I'm fading away. crawl across the floor. Your side of the bed is perfectly made. I haven't touched it since you walked out the door. The radio is playing our favorite song, but the melody just feels entirely wrong. They say that healing is a winding road, but I am frozen on the starting line, carrying a heavy, bitter load, just begging for a sign. But there are no signs left in this quiet house, no footprints in the freshly fallen snow, just the heavy silence of a love gone wrong, and the sudden cold of letting go. I'm learning how to breathe without your air, but I'm just gasping in the dark and you're not there. I found your old receipt from that cafe, doodle hearts and coffee stains upon the page. It felt like holding fire in my hands, a painful relic of a different age. I threw it in the trash, then pulled it out, still drowning in the ocean of my doubt. And every day is just a hill to climb, a checklist of the things I have to face, but I am running circles in my mind, lost inside the memory of your embrace. And there are no signs left in this quiet house, no footprints in the freshly fallen snow, just the heavy silence of a love gone wrong, and the sudden cold of letting go. I'm learning how to breathe without your air, but I'm just gasping in the dark and you're not there. Did I love you too much or not enough? Were we just two ships lost in the rough? I'd give up my forevers to go back to the start, just to warn myself about the breaking of my heart. But the clock only ticks in one direction now, and I have to survive this, though I don't know how. Just the heavy silence of a love gone wrong, and the sudden cold of letting go. I'm learning how to breathe without your air, but I'm still gasping in the dark and you're not there. Just breathing in and out, 1, 2, 3, trying to remember how to just be. But the air is so cold without you next to me. stared at my reflection in the bathroom mirror tonight, trying to find a trace of the girl who used to laugh so bright. But my eyes look like a house where the power's been cut, just a dark cold hallway with the windows boarded shut. I realized as I watched the water slowly run that I don't even recognize the person I've become. Because the way you looked at me was a magic kind of glass, making me believe that the shadows wouldn't last. But you took the mirror down when you packed your things to go and left me with a stranger that I don't even know. The version of me you loved walked out the door with you, the one who was brave, the one who was true. You took my loudest laugh, you took my softest touch, you took the only parts of me I ever liked that much. Now I'm just the leftover dust you left behind, searching for a self I'll never find. Yeah, the version of me you loved is gone, and I don't know how to carry this stranger home. Took me out to that place downtown, hoping a little noise would turn my head around. They asked me a question, and I couldn't think of what to say. My voice sounded heavy, like it was miles and miles away. I used to be the life of the party, the first one on the floor. Now I'm just the coat left hanging by the door. Because the way you looked at me was a magic kind of glass, making me believe that the shadows wouldn't last. But you took the mirror down when you packed your things to go and left me with a stranger that I don't even know. The version of me you love walked out the door with you, the one who was brave, the one who was true. You took my loudest laugh, you took my softest touch, you took the only parts of me I ever liked that much. Now I'm just the leftover dust you left behind, searching for a self I'll never find. Yeah, the version of me you loved is gone, and I don't know how to carry this stranger home. I'm grieving for us, yes, that's surely true. But the deepest heartbreak isn't just losing you, it's losing the person I was when we were together, the one who believed we could weather the weather. I want myself back, but I don't know the key to the girl who existed before you and me. She's buried so deep in the promises you couldn't keep. The version of me you love walked out the door with you, the one who was brave, the one who was true. You took my loudest laugh, you took my softest touch, you took the only parts of me I ever liked that much. Now I'm just the leftover dust you left behind, searching for a self I'll never find. Yeah, the version of me you loved is gone, and I don't know how to carry this stranger home. ghost in my shoes. I don't know how to live with this version of me that was left behind by you.